ओम ज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरोः श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं श्रीकृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्ण पादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। नमो महावदान्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायिने कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः। पञ्चतत्त्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्तरूपस्वरूपकम् भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्तशक्तिकम्। श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्तवृंदा। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। जन्माद्यस्य तोऽन्वयादितरतश्चार्थसुभिज्ञस्वराट् तेने ब्रह्म हृदय आदिकवये मय्यन्ति यत्सूरयः। तेजो वारिमृदां यथा विनिमयो यत्र त्रिसर्गो मृषा धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। स्वस्ति अस्तु विश्वस्य खलः प्रसीदतां ध्यायन्तु भूतानि शिवं मिथो धिया। मनश्च भद्रं भजतादधोक्षजे आवेश्यतां नो मतिरप्यहेतुकी। Reading from Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 47, verse number 12. This is the first verse of Bhramar Geet. So we read that Uddhava, he met the gopis, and gopis were in a upset mood in the man, in the conceited stage. So they were speaking how Krishna is negligent and he does not care for us anymore. And at that time, then some gopi, which is identified as Srimati Radharani, she speaks this. So this is an example of Chitra Jalpa, or talk in the state of divine madness, Divya Unmad. So we read part of the commentary on this. Madhupakita bandho masprishanghri sapatnyaha kuchavilalitamala kumkum smashrubhirnaha vahatu madhupatistanmaninam prasadam yadusatsi vidambyam yasya dutastamidrik. So she said that, oh bumblebee Madhupa, don't touch my feet because you are a friend of a cheater, and on your whiskers, which are compared here to mustaches, that you have the kumkum from the garland of my rival. And let Madhupati bring happiness to the Mananis or the proud ladies of Mathura, but he will be ridiculed in the assembly of the Yadavas. And you are a messenger of such a fellow, so keep distance from my feet. So भ्रमरस्य स्वाभाविक श्मश्रु पीतिम नये तथा एव तथा रूप. So the Brahmar or bumblebee has a natural yellowish tinge to its whiskers or mustaches. So she is assuming that this is kumkum from the breast or the garland which has been smashed by the breast of some woman in Mathura. So she says, Tena cha maninim mam anunetum tvam ihe ayato asi. So now you have come here to placate me, to pacify me, and to take me to Krishna, anunetum. But I am manini, and in man I am not happy. Tatha bhuta kumkum smashru prakshalanam vinayaivat. And you have come here without even cleaning your mustache from this kumkum. That shows that you are intoxicated. So viveka bhava eva madhyapana lakshanam. So why I am saying that you are a drunkard? Because you don't even have this much sense that you should wash your face before you come here. You just come with all your kumkum spread around your whiskers. Etad darsnaya mano vardhate eva natu nivartate iti buddhyasva iti bhava. So she is saying that you are so stupid that you don't understand that by seeing you like this, my man is going to increase or decrease. If you come like this, then my man will go up. And then you say you are his messenger. So that only shows how intoxicated you are, because you have no sense of discrimination. Means you don't have a sense of what action or statement has to be spoken in particular situation, or how you should present yourself in a particular situation. So this is the sign that you are very highly intoxicated. It's a very simple thing. You should have dressed yourself properly before you came here. Go look your face into the mirror. So hey Madhupa, then pa, there are two dhatus in Sanskrit. One is pa palane, another is piba, pa pib becomes pa. So to drink or to protect. So first the meaning was taken pa as the pan, to drink. And now he says, hey Madhupa, madhya palaka, that you are the protector of wine, liquor. Tatra gatva nij prabho peya madhyam, I don't know if it is adyam eva pibacha or padyam eva cha pibacha. Many mistakes in this. Madhyam eva pibacha, it must be madhyam. So he says that now you go back because you are a madhyapa. So just like you have gopa, those who protect cows are gopa. So you are protector of the madhya, means you are the person who keeps it. So your friend must be waiting. So you go and drink there with him. So nij prabho peyam madhyam eva pevacha. So you are the keeper of liquor. So for your master you have to supply and you also go and drink with him. So that's why you are Madhupa. Because he is also called Madhupati. Krishna is also called Madhupati or Madhava. So tat karma eva tvam kartum shaknosi na tu dautyam nirbuddhitvat iti bhava. Why? Because you are suitable only for that job of taking care of the liquor, supplying it to others, serving it to your master, Madhupati. And this is a wrong job for you. So you are doing the wrong job because this job requires good intelligence and you are a complete fool. Cannot be intoxicated and then come and be a messenger. He says, therefore, get lost from here. Nanu evam ched alam maya samprati aham punar mathuram eva yami. So then as if the bumblebee is saying that, okay, this is what you think, then I stop. I will not attempt anymore to give you the message and I go back to Mathura. Saeva Gopendra Nandana Swam Etya Tvam Prasadetu Ityaha. So let he, the son of Nanda Maharaj, come and please you. So when he said that, then she says Vahatu Madhupati Stanmanini Nam Prasadam. So Vahatu Ityadi Madhunam Yadav Visheshanam Pati Samprati Soabhuta. So he says now he has become Madhupati. So Madhu is also a clan of the Yadavas. So he has become one among them. Vrajeshwari Garbha Jatatvena Gopa Jatirapi Bhagyavashat Kshatriya Jatirabhut. So he was born from Yashoda and thus by birth he is a cowherd. He is a Gopa. But now by good fortune he has been elevated. So he has become Kshatriya. So to change from one Varna to another Varna takes a lot of tapasya and maybe another birth. But he has done this in same birth without much tapasya. Therefore says that this is some bhagya. This is some good fortune that all the born in the Gopa Jati has become Kshatriya. Tanmanini Nam Kshatriya Strinam Prasadam, and therefore let him please the Kshatriya women, and plural is used here because there are so many of them. So Strinam Anantya Asarvasam Eva Tad Bhuktatvat. So there's unlimited number of women and they are all enjoyed by him. Ekasyam prasaditayam anyasyam manotpatte tasyam api prasaditayam anyasyam. So he says, Vahatu madhupati stan manini nam prasadam. So he is explaining this. The meaning is that let him carry the pleasure of these proud ladies of Mathura. So the meaning is that when he goes to one woman, then other becomes upset. She goes in man. Then he goes to please that one. Then another one. Then he goes to please that one. Then another one. So that's why the plural is used. That let him try to satisfy all of them. And this is what he will keep on doing it. And ultimately the outcome will be that he will be criticized by everybody. So this is what his life is going to be. So ekasyam prasaditayam anyasyam manotpatte. When he pleases one, the other one will become upset. And when he pleases that one, then another one will become. Ityasa evam tasam pravaha rupena prasadam prapnota. So let he get the mercy of all these ladies in a flow from one to another. Ityasmat sannidhana avgamne tasya avsareva nasti iti bhava. So the meaning is that he has absolutely no time to come and visit us because he has so many women to please and get their graces and they become upset. So how can he come here? So then the bumblebee speaks. Nanu tadiya sarva saubhagya nidhe devi maivam vadir yadi tvai tasya mano nasti tarhi katham aham tena dutah prasthapita tatra. So because he is the messenger of Krishna, obviously he is taking his side. He says, please don't talk like this, O goddess, O Devi, O worshipable lady. Don't speak like this. Tadiya sarva saubhagya nidhe. Because you are the treasure of his good fortune. So don't speak like this. And if he does not love you, if his mind is not attracted to you, then why is that he has sent me here as a messenger? So you are not understanding him and you are criticizing him for improper cause. These are all false accusations. Otherwise there is no need for him to send me here. So then she speaks, Yasya dutas tvam idrika. He says, yes, you are the messenger of such a person. Kshatriya strijana surata chinnadhari. What kind of messenger you are? He says, you are having the sign of enjoyment of women of Kshatriyas. Tasya yadu sadsi vidambya vidambanam eva. And therefore he will be ridiculed in the assembly of the Yadavas. Why? Yadustrinam tatkritasya dharmalopasya vyakti bhavena kupetairs tattat patibhris tat tasya vidambanam eva karishyate iti bhava. He says sooner or later the husbands of these women will come to know about his improper behavior and irreligious act. and then they will become very angry at him, and in the assembly they will chastise him. So there will be a meeting, he will be called there, and he has to explain, and everybody will smash him, bash him, criticize him. So therefore he says vidambhyam yadu sadasi. Or the other meaning is yadva yasya tvam idrik dutas tasya yat yadu sadaha tatra adhikarana eva vidambanam bhavi. That the person whose messenger are you, so this person's assembly of the Yadavas will be ridiculed. Means it will not be ridiculing of Krishna but of the whole Yadava assembly. And they will be ridiculed by other royal people, that what kind of people are these? This Krishna is a coward boy and he is having affair with their wives and they don't do anything. So therefore Yadu Sadasi. So Yadu Sadasi means the group of Yadavas. So they will be ridiculed. So tatra adhikarana eva vidambanam bhavi. Gopena tannarinam bhuktatvat yadunam ninda eva sarvadeshe bhavishyati ityartha. He says this cowherd boy, he is not even a Kshatriya, and he is having affair with their wives who are Kshatriyas. So then all over the world these Kshatriyas will be ridiculed. Sleshena yasya dutastvam idrika sacha madhupatir madhunam madhyanam patirapi madhyapaeva. Or by Slesha, by taking another meaning, Krishna is being called here as Madhupa, Madhupati. He says Madhu, as he already said, Madhu also means liquor. So he is the liquorpati, means he is the protector of the liquor, which means that he has various types of liquors, various brands of liquor he makes, not just one brand. And if he is producing liquor, then he must be also drinking. So not only that you are a drunkard, he is also a drunkard. In fact, he is the chief of the drunkards, that's why he is called Madhupati. He is the one who owns the bar. That's the meaning of Madhupati. Madhushala is bar, and the owner of the bar is Madhupati. So he is also drunkard. And what is the proof that he is also drunkard? He says, Yato madhyasya vikshepenaiva tvadrisho brahmaro dutakrita. He says, being out of his head because of intoxicated state of his mind, he has sent a messenger like you. If he was in normal state, why would he send a person like you, who doesn't even know how to dress properly? So therefore, you are all drunkards. Atra, so now he is analyzing the type of jalpa it is. So this type of jalpa, he says here is, it's an example of prajalpa. So atra kitava iti asuya, the word kitava is used in the sense of asuya. Asuya means finding fault, even when there is no fault. Sapatnya ityadina irsha, the word sapatnya or rival lady is indicative of jealousy. Angrim masprusha, don't touch my foot, it describes her pride, madaha. Vahatu ityadina avdhiranam, and by the statement Vahatu prasadam tanmaninam, that let him satisfy the Kshatriya woman. This is disregard, that he is just a low class person. and Yadu Satsi Ityadina Akaushala Udgara, and he will be ridiculed in the assembly of the Yadavas. This is indicative of the foolishness of Krishna, that he is not very expert. So iti ayam prajalpa, so this is called prajalpa. Yaduktam ujjwal nilmanam. So in ujjwal nilmani, there are definitions of all these prajalpa, sanjalpa, vijalpa. These definitions are given there. So the definition of prajalpa is given like this. Asuya irsha madayujo yo dhirana mudraya priyasya kaushala udgara prajalpa satu kirtyate. So those statements in which the following characteristics are attributed to the lover, because this prajalpa is done by the beloved in separation, or when she has been affronted. So number one is asuya. Asuya means guneshu dos kirtanam is called asuya, to find fault even in the good quality. Irsha is parotkarsa sahanam, not being able to tolerate others' progress. And madayuja, and being very proud. And yo avdhirana mudraya, and making disrespectful statements. And priyasya akaushala udgara, and the statements of akaushala means not being expert, being stupid in behavior. So such words are called prajalpa, as part of chitrajalpa. So this is the commentary on sloka 12. Then number 13. Sakrid adhar sudam swam mohinim payitva sumana seva sadyas tatyajesman bhavadrik paricharti katham tad pada padmam tu padma yapi bathrit cheta uttama sloka jalpaihi. So he made us drink the intoxicating nectar of his lips only once. Sakrit adhar sudha. So adhar sudha is the nectar of the lips, and this nectar is mohini, it is bewildering, very intoxicating. Payitva, making us drink. Sumanasiva sadyas tattaje asman bhavadrik. And just like you drink the nectar from the flowers and then leave, like that he also left us. And paricharti katham tat pada padmam tu padma. It is a wonder that why Lakshmi is always doing service to his feet. What is this? Yapi bathrita cheta uttama sloka jalpai. But still he is hrita cheta, he steals the heart, and uttama sloka jalpai by his sweet words. So now the Brahmara is speaking, because he also, when person is intoxicated, he speaks more. Even those people who don't speak much, they become quite garrulous after they are intoxicated. है ना सर? भांग पी के बोलता ना आदमी ज़्यादा बोल नहीं सो जाता, शराब पी के बोलता है. Take bhang, you sleep. If you drink liquor, you talk. Sananu Brahmar Jater Mamayam Swabhavika Eva Smashru Pitima. Says, I am a bumblebee, so therefore my whiskers, which you say are my mustaches, they are naturally yellowish. Because I am always going flower to flower, so they are like this and it's nothing. So therefore when you say Natu Surat Kumkumam, that this is a kumkum from the union of Krishna with some women, this is your wrong conjecture. You are just reading too much unnecessarily. There is nothing like this. So don't unnecessarily blame Krishna. Tasya cha tvada ekta manasasya madhupuryam kamapi striyam swapneyapi apashyatah ko aparadha. And this Krishna, he is so devoted to you that he is tvata ekata manasa, that his mind is fixed only on you. And in Mathura, he does not think of any other woman, even in his dreams. Means this bumblebee knows Krishna's dreams also. Right? Someone can say about one's own dreams that I don't see you even in my dreams. I don't care for you even in my dreams. But someone else saying it means the person knows the dreams. So he must have what they put on your head, this MRI they do. So he must be watching Krishna's dreams, because with that they can study, right? The sleep, when it is alpha ray waves, gamma waves, beta waves. So in future they will make a machine where they will be able to see your dreams. So he says that no, Krishna is very devoted to you and he does not think of any woman, not only in wakeful state, but not even in dream. Because you see things in the dream which you are attached in your wakeful state. If you are unconcerned about something in your wakeful state, you don't dream about it. So dreams are related with wakeful state. So he is so much devoted that even in the dream he cannot think of anyone else. Because in your wakeful state you can use your buddhi, that if your mind goes to another woman you bring it back. But in the dream your buddhi is not. Buddhi is sleeping. Buddhi is in tamas. Dreams come when buddhi actually goes into rajas or tamas. And wakeful is when buddhi is in sattva. Sattva jagaranam vidhyat. Rasa swapnam adishait. And tamsastu sushuptam. Sushuptim syat. So these three states come with intelligence being in sattva, rajas and tamas. So if one is not seeing in dream, then there is no possibility of that person thinking of that object in wakeful state. That is the significance, that he does not see him in the dream. So therefore, what is his fault? Why do you blame him unnecessarily? Yatastvam idrisham manam avishkaroti. And therefore now you are being so full of man that saying all type of these statements that he is drunkard, he is not intelligent, he has no viveka, he will be ridiculed, all this. He says, why are you speaking like this? There is nothing like this. So then in response, Srimati Radha speaks this verse. So Sakrit Adhur Sudham Payitva Sumanaseva Tatyaje. So he says that only once he made us drink the nectar of his lips. So payanasya asakritatve api sakriditi yukti anuragene tatra trishna adhikyam vinjati. So why is he saying it only once when actually he made them drink the nectar of the lips many times, not only once? So he says that this is to indicate, this is an indicative of the intense anurag in Krishna. And they have so much anurag, so much love for Krishna, or she has so much love for Krishna, that although he satisfied her so many times, but it appears that he did it only once. Means, just as it is said that if gopis see Krishna, then they don't even want to blink their eyes, even that is considered as an obstruction. And although they have seen him so many times, they see him every day, but it looks like they never saw him. So just as all those seen so many times, it appears to them that this is the first time they are seeing him. So like that, although they have tasted the nectar of his lips many times, it appears that it happened only once. So this is out of intensity of love, anurag, atyadhik anurag. And it also is indicative of their intense thirst to drink this nectar. Trishna adhikyam vyanjayat. Adhareva sudha tamiti ateva etavad bhirapi santapair na mriyamahe iti bhava. And the interesting thing is that his lips are not lips. His lips are nectar. Actually, it is not the nectar of the lips, but nectar lips. And the lip is not a source of nectar, but lip itself is a nectar. And why did he give it once? So that we don't die. Otherwise, in separation we will die. So he already gave us the dose. And since it is sudha, it is nectar, nectar means amrita, that if you drink it once, then you don't die. So therefore he made sure that we don't die, but then he goes away and we suffer. So this is his trick, he wants us to suffer. Otherwise we would have died. So he says, adhara eva sudha tamiti eva etavad bhirapi santapena, so that even we have to suffer so much intensely in separation, we will not die. Eta maddattahi kashtair yadi marishyati tadahem kabhya kashtam dashyami. So Krishna thought that if these ladies, they die because of trouble which I am going to give them, then once they die, then whom am I going to trouble after that? So I have to make sure that I trouble them, but they should not die, so that I keep on troubling them. So he is such a sadist. So it's like you go to hell. So in the hell you are given a body, it is called yatana sharir. So this yatana sharir has this characteristic that it doesn't die. So you are fried like a pakoda in the boiling oil, and you are shouting, you are crying, everything, but you don't die. Then you are taken out, like you take out the pakoda out of the boiling oil when it is ready. When it is ripe, you take it out. So then you are taken out. When you are taken out, you become raw again. and then you are thrown back into it to fry you, and then you are jumping like you have seen pakoda when you put some batter into the oil, how much sound it makes. A lot of air comes out of it and it's like crying. But when it becomes ripe, it stops making the sound. So then you take it out. So like that in the hell, there are big cauldrons of boiling oil. So you are thrown into that. Then you are jumping up and down and you are shouting, you are crying. Then after some time, how much are you going to cry? So now you are ripe. So you become a little quiet. Then you are taken out. When you are taken out, you become normal. So when you become normal, then you are thrown back into it. So that's how you are given hell in hell. So you get a break, like coffee break. So then you come out. So this is how in the hell you have to be. So you don't die there. So this is what he's saying, that he has made sure that we don't die. So payanasya asakritve api sakriditi anuragena tatra trishnadhikyam vyanjati adhareva sudha tamiti eva etavadbhir santapi namriyamai eta maddattai kashtai yadi marishyanti tadaham kabhya kashtam dasyami. So why he is doing it? Because he wants to make sure that these gopis, they don't die, so that I keep on giving them hell continuously. And that is his pleasure. Tasmad asam marana bhavaya swam adharsudham payami sapura eva vicharya masaiti bhavaya. He says he already planned it, and therefore he gave us this lip nectar so that we will not die in future. Ataha sakrideva payitva sadhyastatakshana eva asman tatyaja. Therefore he gave us this nectar only once, and then immediately he left us, because that was his purpose, to give us trouble. So if he keeps on giving the nectar, then we are not troubled, we are happy. So he gave it once, and then Sakrita dharsudham swam mohinim payitva sumanaseva sadhyastatyaje. Immediately. Sadhya means right after that. Leave. So you have experience, otherwise you may forget. So you got big amount of money from some lottery jackpot, and then you lose it immediately. So how much you will cry then? If you lose it after 5-10 years, that is a different story. But you got it, and when you are getting it from the bank, some robber comes and snatches it away and runs, puts a gun to your head, give me all your money, and he's gone. So it's like this, sadhyastatyaje. So this was his plan, pura eva vicharyamasa, pre-planned. Atah sakrideva payitva sadhyastatksana eva asmanstatyaja ato asmat sukhdane tatparyam sadhi sudha payanasya sakritvam syat. Otherwise, if his purpose was to give us happiness, give us pleasure, then why would he make us drink only once? He will give us repeatedly. If you want to make someone happy and somebody likes a particular drink, you give that drink to him every day. So tvameva vicharayati bhava. He says, you, although I know you are a drunkard, but at least think. I'm sure you have this much brain to understand what I'm saying. Tatrapi payitva iti nicha tasya balatkaro darshita. So here it says payitva. Sakridapi adurusudham payitva. So payitva is a causative action. Means when you make someone do. So when you make someone do, what does it mean? The other person is not interested in doing it. You make him do it. So we were not interested in drinking this nectar. He forced it on us. Like you want to give a medicine to a child. Child does not want it. Right? So you force. He doesn't want to get a shot. So you pin him down on the bed and the doctor gave the shot. He says like that he did it. That is the meaning of payitva. He says by force he made us drink. Why by force? So that now we don't die. It's like you give some vaccine to the child so that he doesn't get a particular disease. So you force on him. So like that he gave us the vaccine dose so that we don't get the disease of death and we remain suffering. That is the meaning of payitva by Nietzsche. Atayuk, right? Padhatu, Nietzsche. Yuk came. So, nanu evam chet sadhavyo bhavatyah katham tasmai spriyanti. So now this Madhupa, the bumblebee who is intoxicated with his drink, is sometimes people when they are intoxicated they can speak some very wonderful statements and they may not say it in their normal state of mind. So he says, well, what you say it makes logic, but I have a question. So Srimati Radha says, okay, what's your question? He says, if this guy is like this, then why is that you are so much after him? You are all very saintly ladies, sadhavya. You are sadhvis and bhavatya. You are not normal, ordinary ladies. So why are you so much in love with him? When he is such a sadist. So then it says mohinim. He says this nectar of lip is not just nectar. Generally nectar is expected to be very tasty and relishable. Yes, that is there, but its effect is that you lose your intelligence. So mohinim. So mohini means that lose your buddhi. Buddhi bhransinim. That it completely pollutes your intelligence. So you cannot think properly then. So now we are so polluted in our intelligence that this guy who is giving us a trouble, we want to love him. The very person who is giving trouble to us, we want to love that person. This is how human beings are in the material world. The very people who give you trouble, you call them as you're my brother, my sister, my this, my that, my wife, my husband. They are the one who give you trouble. Some stranger gives you trouble? Does some stranger give you trouble or a partner gives you trouble? Partner gives you trouble. And you say, I love her or I love him. And they are the one who give you trouble. Right? Kalatra putra adi artidi bhairkim. They are called artida, the trouble givers. Right? So they are the trouble givers and we love them. So he is also saying that why do you love him? He is a troublemaker. And he plans to give you trouble. At least your family members may not plan it. They don't need to plan it. They can give it without planning. Right? You plan when you have to do it, otherwise when you cannot do it without planning. But they're so good at it that they can do it without any plan. But here Krishna is even planning it, so how much he must be giving it? So he says, why are you after him then? So he says, well, we are after him because he made us drink this. Like these days they say that the government has planned that they are putting chlorine in the water, or they are putting fluoride or whatever, so that the whole population becomes dull-headed. Right? Some theories are there like that. They make you, they vaccinated everybody so that you become dullards. Then they can control you. So he has done that. He made us drink this, and the effect was Mohinim Buddhi Bhranshanim, that with this we lost our intelligence. Atastena asmadadiyo lok dvaita eva bhramsita iti. So therefore, because of him, we have lost our both worlds, this and the next. In this life we are doomed because we are after him. Right? Patisutta, Griha, we are giving up husband, children, everything. So in this life is lost. Everybody is saying, what is this woman running, not taking care of your own possessions, family members. And this is adharma, so our next life is also finished because of him. This is the extent to which we have lost our intelligence. That's why they say that love is blind. Right? Love makes you blind. Blind means losing intelligence. Not blind because of the eyes not seeing, but your third eye is closed. Rather you are seeing with the third eye, and these two eyes are closed because you see what no one else is seeing. The person who is not so beautiful to others looks most beautiful to you. So you must have a third eye that you can see that. Because with third eye you can see what cannot be seen with the two eyes. That's called dadami buddhi. Krishna said, you cannot see this divine form with these two eyes. I will give you divya netra. So that's the divine eye. They can see. So love is the divine eye. Everybody who is in love has divine eyes. He sees something which no one else sees. Only that person can see. So this is saying that our intelligence is finished, and therefore we have lost both the worlds. Lok dvaita eva bhramshita iti. And Vishvrikshopi samvardhya swayam chetum masampratam iti nyayopi krishnena na ganita iti bhava. So there is a principle that if you plant a tree, you don't cut it. Even if it is a poisonous tree. Vishvrikshopi samvardhya swayam chetum asampratam. It is improper. Because it is my tree. Even if it is not giving any fruit, and maybe it attracts snakes. Some trees attract snakes. So still you don't cut it because it's my tree. So he says that Krishna has transcended this rule also, because we are his lovers and he has nourished us by giving the nectar. And now he is trying to cut us. So Vishvrikshopi samvardhya swayam chetum asampratam iti nyayopi krishnena na ganita iti bhava. Kincha tasya priti apiritavu dvaye eva ati chitre iti yaha. Then says that moreover, in case of Krishna, his love and not love, both are extraordinary. Means morales tu tritiya pantha. That what others do, he does something totally different. It doesn't fit. No one can guess what is he going to do. Generally, if some people are in love, you can guess, oh, they will do this now, they will do that now. He says in his case, you cannot say anything. Ati chitra. Means very marvelous how he behaves. Whether it is love, priti or apriti, or dislike. So Sumanasa Deva Shrani Riva Vishnu Krishna Asman Sudha Paitva Sumanaso Malatir Bhavadrik Brahmar Eva Tatyaj. He says that Sumanasa Deva Shrani Riva Vishnu, that he is Sumanasa. So Sumanasa, as the word indicates, it means one who has a beautiful mind. It's a word used for devatas, gods, Indra, Chandra, etc. They are called Sumanasa. Means noble-minded people are called Sumanasa. And yet, so Krishna is Krishna, Vishnu is the supreme of all devatas, Deva Deva. Right? Arjuna is calling him as Deva Deva Jagatpate. So he is the Deva of the Devas. He is the noblest of the noble, worshipable of the worshipable. He is Krishna. And he gave us nectar to drink. That is his nobility. And then he drops. He says, who can understand this? That somebody who is so noble-minded can act like this. Can anyone guess this? No. So devatas drink nectar. Nectar is supposed to be in heaven. So he also gave that nectar to us. Because there is a Dhara Sudha and Adhara Sudha. Dhara means earth. Dhara Dharani. Earth is called Dhara. So Dhara Sudha means here earthly nectar. He gave us Adhara Sudha, means not earthly, divine nectar. Because he is Vishnu. He is a Devashrani. He belongs to the category of the Devas. So therefore, how can he give us mortal nectar? He gave us immortal nectar. That's why we are not dying. So he gave us Adhar Sudha, but then he drops us. So this is unbelievable. And then he's comparing, he says, you do the same thing. You are a Brahmara. So you go on the flower. Which flower? Malati flower. The word Sumanasa also means flower, but specifically Malati flower. So you go on the Malati flower and then you leave it. So Malati flower is so nice, beautiful, fragrant, soft, tender and full of nectar. Then why do you leave? So this is incomprehensible. That's what I'm saying. So payana tyajanayo karmani kartri prathak prathak drishtanta. He says the difference is that he makes us drink and you drink yourself. Krishna is making the gopis drink the nectar and then leaving them. And the Brahmara is drinking himself and then leaving. So in case of Krishna, he is the giver and Gopis are the karma of the drinking. And in case of Brahmara, he is the agent of drinking. That is the distinction between the example. So, payana tyajanayoho karmani kartari pruthak pruthak drishtanta. So, separate example. So, we'll stop here for today if there is any question.
Babaji, Krishna sends Uddhava to Vrindavana, and then there he experiences the supreme priti of the Vraja Devis. And what is the lesson that a sadhaka should extract from this story?
Who?
What is a lesson that a sadhaka should extract from this story?
Sadhaka is that we should follow in the footsteps of the gopis. That is the whole idea. To understand what is Uttama Bhakti. That's why this comparison is done. Otherwise they are all devotees. So why only Braj Bhakti? Why not Dwarka Bhakti or Ayodhya Bhakti or some other? There are also devotees there in Dwarka, in Mathura, in Ayodhya. So it's to show us the excellent characteristic of Raj Bhakti.